Good evening, YouTube. What is going on? You're on the lifeboat. This is your Captain Calhoun speaking. Maybe this will sit right where I want it today. Huh? What's going on? What is going on? It is Friday, people. We have made it. Most of you are probably done with the workday, which is pretty sweet for those of you still out there getting it. The rest will come soon. Good job. Seventh Son, bringing in groceries. Carolette needing a meeting. Jason P. Sandy Wandy. Jamie Palmer. What's going on, people? What is going on? A bunch of my favorite people showing up for the lifeboat. Ben Bacon Bits. What's the dealio, daddy-o? What's going on? My chat is getting cut off. Hold on. There we go. Alan Ballantyne in the house. What is going on, Alan? We've missed you, brother. Wally. Oh, well, thank you very much, sir. I think this one's like way too big for my head, but it's so friggin' cool. I put it on now and again anyways. It's like totally made of felt. I love it. It's amazing. Rolling Stone. Welcome in. Welcome in. What's going on? Debbie P. Hey there. Good evening. Happy weekend. Thank God it's Friday. I'm not feeling super great, and I guess I shouldn't say that. I'm pretty exhausted. I'm not entirely sure why, but maybe it's because I'm running around doing all kinds of stuff again. So I'm going to not do a full one. We're going to keep it short, but I do have some fun stuff to talk about today. We've been talking about the spiritual toolkit here and there. So today I think I'm just going to lay out what my understanding of the recovery toolkit is. And I'm going to try and take the spiritual side of it out, or at least make it more digestible for everyone in some way. We'll see how it goes. I'm sure it'll be great. Jimena, what's going on? It's my pleasure. My pleasure. Time difference is bad during the week, says Alan. Ooh, that's interesting. I wonder if I can't put stuff up. Ooh, okay. Well, it's good that I have it up. Okay, I'm learning. Please hit that like, subscribe, and the bell for notifications if you like what we do here. It certainly makes a difference for us on the back end. And also catch the Admiral this evening at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Everyone's favorite Admiral. So yeah, the spiritual toolkit, guys. Is this something you've heard before I said it, or is this a new concept? I love this boat. What is going on? How do you do? I love your name. I tell you what. Mr. Indy. I'm a big fan of Indy. I've got some whips in here too. I'm not quite as good with the whip as Mr. Indiana Jones, but Kevin Hawthorne from Lakeland, Florida. What's going on, my brother? For a good time, hit that like button, says Ben Bacon Bits. Brazy Girl, what's going on? Spank that like button. All right. This is in the future. I'd like to give it more of the time of day. But we're gonna start. We're gonna bust into it and see what we can get done today. Trish Ryan. Oh, well, thank you very much. They call me the private eye, you know? Plant Freak, what's good? What is good? I really enjoyed y'all's meeting today, Carol, and everyone over at Carol at Needing a Meeting. That was a good time. Thank you for that. So the spiritual toolkit, the recovery toolkit is as we're going to call it going forward. All right. I personally think that some sort of spiritual foundation, believing in something greater than oneself is necessary. But this question came up in book study, I think, the other night, whether or not it's necessary to believe in something greater than yourself, whatever that may be, in order to recover. And it was not everyone agreed. Mr. Ray Ray in particular, if I'm going to shout out Mr. Ray Ray, I mean, he's doing a great friggin' job, by the way. I'm not entirely sure how much time he has, but he's kicking its butt. But he was of the opinion at the time that It's not necessary to believe in something greater than oneself to recover. And, I think it's a hot topic. I think it's worth discussing. I don't think that it's the same for everyone. He's obviously doing a great job. But I personally feel like I need something. So I'm going to do what I can to make this fit both narratives, but we'll see how it goes. Jen on Nahabs, I did not say that properly, but welcome in the inappropriate heifer. Always a pleasure. We've missed you. Subi, what's going on? Just listening tonight. So the first tool that we're going to talk about in this toolkit is one's self, your own self. And getting to know yourself better, and this may sound a little bland at first, but I promise this is highly, highly effective. The getting to know yourself better and better through this process of recovery, especially in early recovery, is going to be invaluable. Through mindfulness, through meditation, through journaling, there's a lot of things we can do, but getting to know yourself, because you are the greatest resource that you have. Your knowledge, your experience, and understanding how your mind works, right? Understanding your triggers, understanding how a certain situation played out in your past and then led to this situation maybe in your present, right? Or understanding how your actions today in this moment when I'm triggered, right? This moment when I'm emotional and not rational may affect the future immediately later. So getting to know yourself in every intricate possible way is going to be highly beneficial in order to fully use the resource that is yourself, your mind, right? Your experience, analyzing, reflecting, being present in the moment, getting to know oneself. This is going to be a huge boon, and I would say the first step for any recovery journey. I mean, obviously, admitting you have a problem is the first step, right? But for this case, we'll say oneself. Jazzy girl Sarah, what's going on? Welcome in, welcome in. I did not get into the emails today, folks. I know I told Roberta I would. I apologize. I will get in there. Things happen so fast and tasks multiply very easily. Trish Ryan says, have a great weekend. We are definitely the best resources we have. That's right. And, also on this list is the community, each other, right? Kristen, Melinda, welcome in. Scooby Lee. I did see Scoob. What's going on, Scooby? Hope you're feeling better, Scooby. Saying goodbye to a car is like saying goodbye to an old friend. Sucks. Especially when you sell it to a high school student who's totally not going to take care of it like you do. And you watch him peel out on the way out. You're holding his money, but he's peeling out. And what was your car? Speaking from personal experience. Community, each other, right? We are all, each and every one of us, a resource. And I encourage you all to tap into each other's experience and knowledge as well. As we get to know each other, that's going to become a more comfortable thing, right? Which is what we're working on, this whole connection thing. It's a gradual process. It is a marathon, not a race. So take your time. Enjoy the journey, because it's going to be hard. It's definitely going to be hard. Let's circle back here. We brushed over the journaling. The journal is probably the most useful tool in here. Well, it's hard to say. I like service work a lot too, but the journal is going to help you get to know yourself. The journal is going to help you reflect. The journal is going to help you with every single task in recovery, in my opinion. Writing stuff down, writing down your thoughts, especially when in amidst turmoil emotionally. I think that it's very important. I've been journaling a ton. I've noticed people have been posting on the community journal stuff, and I think that's really cool. That's really neat. I never imagined that people would actually post like their responses, but dude, I think that's way cool. It's definitely getting involved. I would like to encourage people to try to write as much of a response as possible. It helps. It helps to organize one's thoughts and reflections and whatnot. I attempted to put the journal companion on the website today. It did not work out. I thought I knew what I was doing. It's infinitely more complicated than I thought. So I'm going to enlist the help of my friend this evening after the boat. Hopefully, we can have that sucker up there tonight. I don't know exactly when it'll get done because now I'm going to have someone else put it up for me. But I'm going to put it up in the form that it's in. I have not been able to test it on an Android device. So I just put down in the description box like, hey, this is for Windows and iPhone. On Android coming soon. I figured I'd put it up in that form. I'm sick of waiting. We're already halfway through the year, so it's going up. I'm gonna enlist the help of my bud, and he's gonna get that sucker squared away. But I'm gonna keep posting the journal prompts and whatnot in the meantime. Service work. This one's my favorite, I think. When all else fails, Robin Miners, what's going on? Good to see you. I'm not as high energy today, folks, but that's okay. We're gonna, every day can't be that way. Every day can't be that way. What was I talking about? Service work. When all else fails, whether we're talking about ants, whether we're talking about cravings, urges, whether we're talking about just general lack of mental health, getting up and doing something for someone else brings me out of my head. It does so many things. It brings me out of my head. It gets my body moving. It gets my endorphins flowing. Service work has saved me so many times, and I kind of miss living really close to my grandparents because that was like my go-to service work. It was very, very easy to just go over to grandma and grandpa's. They always had stuff for me to do. There's always things I could do to help grandma and grandpa out. So I don't know what a good thing to throw in there would be, but I mean, y'all probably know your own environments better than I do, right? Maybe even doing something for your neighbor, doing something for your family, doing something for your friends, your kids, your parents, whatever. Even if it's something small, like picking up a prescription or something, right? Or whatever the deal is. Being of service heals the soul, in my opinion. It is a huge, huge part of my recovery. And I definitely don't have enough of it right now. I guess this technically kind of is service work, but it's not. I don't think this is selfless enough for me to consider service work. Mm-mm-mm. Thanks, Jazzy Girl. I'm glad to be back and feeling better as well. Yeah, the last few days I was like jumping for joy, running and dancing, and today I just kind of feel a little drained. I kind of feel a little drained, but that's normal, right? That is normal. I'll get a bunch of sleep tonight, and tomorrow will be better. If it wasn't for these beautiful peer support groups, I don't think today's accomplishments would have happened for months longer from now. Wow! Congratulations, Plant Freak. Got a bunch done, huh? Good for you. Good for you. Look at you go. Look at you go. What'd you get done? If you don't mind me asking, you don't have to tell us, but I'm curious. So sorry to hear that, Scooby. Mm-hmm. Cosmic. I hope you're feeling better, Cosmic. Yeah, let's get some ones for Scooby. That is a good move. Yeah, that would be good. I'd have to go up there to do it. It would be more work getting to their house. But you're right. That's just an excuse that I'm making. I should go do that for them. Sometimes I wonder that too, Scooby. But I have to say, why never served me quite as well as how. How can I move forward was always a much, much more useful question for me to ask. Love you. I wonder how Russ is doing. He's been working his butt off. Been working his butt off. I had some chili flakes in my chili today, and I don't know if that contributed to my mouth hurting a little bit, but my mouth hurts more than it did yesterday. And it didn't this morning. It was just like after I ate all this chili. So I wonder. I kind of want to do tincture time, but not with that thought in my head. Not with that thought in my head. Pardon me, just doing a little reading. Yeah, I think that's a great point, Kristen. I don't think they have real happiness either. I don't think they have real happiness either. Cosmic does raise a good point. It's much easier to feel you're doing better if you don't care about other people and their consequences. I agree. And it's not fair. It does. The lack of fairness in the world sucketh hard, I have to say. Sandisk Wandy. Typo, huh? Just a little bit of typo. I advocated for myself in a way that I would never have been able to with the abuse I endured. Confidence and self-esteem lost with my ex. I did not let the evade my questions by deflecting or back pedaling. It's also my 7 months since I left him, and 7 months no flower. I'm on a bit of a high on my accomplishments. We'll ride that pink cloud into the horizon. It is possible. It is possible to ride that pink cloud off into the distance. Captain, you look like I need a beer. That's an interesting statement. That is an interesting statement. I don't drink anymore, but cheers. Salud. Zaphod Beeblebrox, welcome in. Shauna B, what's going on? What is going on? Just catching up on my chat here. Give me just a moment. Just because it appears someone has everything going for them doesn't mean it actually is. Remember, everyone's struggling with something. I agree. Zaphod, wise man. A wise man indeed. Smelling the bestest roses grown by my bestest friend who is helping me heal into my bestest self. Oh, well, ain't that sweet? I could use some plant life in here. Although I might have let it get too hot. I wonder how that nursery's doing. I wonder if the nursery's closed down for the summer here. That would be an interesting thing. It's a great hat, right? I think it's a little too big on me, but it's so good. I have to put it on sometimes. It's like all felt, and I'm a big fan. I know, Brazy girl. I hold my head in shame every time I think about it. And Jason's laughing at us. It's coming. It is coming. I promise. I just got healthy. I'm excited to run out to Salt Lake this month for a little regional burn. Going to Element 11 in about a week and a half. Wait. 11 days? 11 days. 11 days. And I don't know if I'll be bringing any tapestries back with me, but I will be bringing lots of memories and some footage. Pretty excited about that. Maybe I'll even go live with Jacob while I'm down there. That would be pretty fun, I think. Oh, and also, I love this boat. These tapestries, all except for which direction's which? All except for this one were gifts from Body Illusion. She hooked it up. She hooked it up. Bless to Crochet in the house. How you feeling? Oh, did you? I'll have to go take a look at these roses. You know what, guys? I think that might be all I have in the tank. I know a bunch of people are just now showing up. I could present the same show again, but man, I am so tired. I'm so tired. We talked a little bit about the spiritual toolkit today. Um, there are a myriad of things inside the spiritual toolkit, the recovery toolkit, as it were. But I'd have to say the most important one is probably yourself. Getting to know yourself is going to serve you very well on this recovery journey, especially in early recovery. The journal is going to help you get to know yourself. It's going to help you reflect upon your past experiences, how those led to where you are now, and how the present moment might play out in the future. And these are all parts of the spiritual toolkit. I tried to put the journal on the journal companion on the website today, and I realized it's more complicated than I'm prepared to do. So I'm going to get my buddy Jake to do that for me. Stay tuned. It should be available very shortly. This guy's definitely trolling, but just since he brought it up, boofing is the act of ingesting drugs through your butt. And it bypasses your liver and is extremely dangerous. It's not extremely dangerous solely because it bypasses your liver, but that is one of the reasons it is extremely dangerous, because your liver is a filter. Your liver filters out toxins, which is another indicator your liver is damaged from alcohol. Your liver is processing alcohol. Alcohol is a poison. Just boom. That's knowledge for you. But what we're talking about, boofing, yes. Not only does it bypass your liver, but I don't know. Yeah, I think that this is a little more silly than serious. People that are actually doing this have some other issues going on too, I think. My jaw, Janet G, is sore AF. And I'm probably going to cut this one a little short because of it. But I'm trying to push through. I miss you guys. Anik Alexander, what is going on? Welcome in, welcome in. I'm running into a bunch of old friends now, and I don't want to leave. Caddy Connie, hello there. Jamie Palmer. I keep hearing testimonials like this, Shauna. The journal is essential for me now, thanks to everyone here. I love hearing that people are picking the journal up. I love hearing that people are starting to journal and that it's changing their lives, that it's making a big difference. That is everything to me. That's a huge deal, in my opinion. Queen Brazy. Is tomorrow your vacay, Caddy? What are you doing for your vacay? I was talking to some of my fire crew, and we were talking about the November trip to Hawaii. And my buddy's going to spend a month out there, and my other buddy lives out there. And I was thinking, I want to be in Hawaii for a month. I don't know if that's realistic, but that would be freaking sweet. I would love that. What's on the menu for dinner, Spanx? Well, I ate a metric boatload of chili for lunch, so I think I'm going to finish. I'm going to have the leftover tacos. I've got some leftover taco meat, so I'll probably just heat up the shells, get the veggie spread, and put some cheese on it. Nothing too fancy. Nothing too fancy. Nothing too fancy. What about yourself, Jason? Going to Dallas to a spa resort. You deserve it, Caddy. You deserve it. Enjoy. Enjoy. Yeah, I haven't had chili in so long, Jason. Today I was like craving it, so I threw it together. I made a little too much, but I think I had like dang near 1,400 calories worth of chili. That also might be why I feel drained. Need to pace myself. Probably just pizza or wings. Pizza's my go-to when in doubt. My go-to used to be chicken wings. That's very interesting that you have these same go-tos. That's very American of us. Well, guys, hit that like, subscribe, and the bell for notifications if you like what we do here. It certainly makes a difference for us. I think I'm going to get out of here and rest up. Check out the Admiral this evening at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah. And catch us again tomorrow. It's going to be a great thing. Going to be a great day. I'm thinking we're going to do something a little different tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure what yet. I have a lot of options, but I think we're going to take one of those deviation. We're going to do one of those deviation shows tomorrow for sure. Now I need him too, Anik. I'm thinking the same thing. It's not my fault. I'm pointing the finger at Jason P. No, yeah, I need some chicken wings too. I tell you what. And you know, Janet, I think I don't know, I'm not a doctor, right? But when they were yanking back and forth on it, the very, very back one, the side wall of the jaw kind of blew out. There's like a bone shard where it's like there's a piece of it like kind of came out. I don't know if those pieces can be put back. I don't know. Like that's the part that hurts the most. This little piece of my jaw has kind of like cracked off, but it's healing, right? Like that. I think every time I've had a tooth pulled, something like that has happened. There's like a little bone spur of something. But that part right in the back is like just so friggin' irritating. The rest of it seems fine. The suture came out. I mean, the whole jaw is sore. What am I talking about? The whole jaw is sore, guys. I'm just a toughie. I promise to rest easy, Brazy. I'm going to get extra sleep tonight. Always blue cheese, Anik. Always blue cheese. No ranch over here. No ranch. All right, all right, all right. Much love, everyone. Thank you for your support. I love hanging out with you guys. Even when I'm not feeling super hot, you guys make me feel better. You know, you guys know that? You make me feel better. And I remember I watched my dad's show the other night. I don't know if that's the right way to say that, but I definitely feel better after spending time with y'all. How about that? I'm going to go straight for that saltwater rinse, Plant Freak. I have been doing quite a bit of it. Try not to overdo it, right? Yeah, I want to address this real quick. Rolling Stone, ranch dressing is gross. What is the flavor of ranch? Just think about that for a second. Doesn't that word mean like like a place where you raise animals or something like that? I don't know. It's not the best flavor. I do like Cool Ranch Doritos, but when I started thinking about the flavor ranch, it started to gross me out. Like, what is ranch? What the heck is ranch? Blue cheese is infinitely superior, in my opinion. Dill and mayo. That is probably why I don't like it. I'm not a big mayo fan. I'm a huge dill fan, but I refused to eat mayo until I was like 17, 16. Now I just have to do it the right way. Cosmic ranch was never a thing here. It's weird as. That's hilarious. It is super weird, right? Alan Valentine coming with the haymaker. Hail Mary. Shannon Smith, what's going on? Just in time to see me get out of here. I'm so sorry. Sorry, not sorry. The Admiral will be on at 7:30 p.m. tonight, and I will be back with much more energy tomorrow. I'm sure, inspired to talk about something fun. I'm sure. All right, guys. On that note, Make it great.